they wanted it grounded in reality. We talked about the president coming from a real place. First probably TV gay president, but that is not foregrounded in the show in any important way other than the fact that it's just a reality. And I loved that, I love that aspect of it. It's Barrett Foe, who plays my husband, Elliot. We've got a fantastic relationship that's, when you're the president, you're sort of consumed with being president, and your spouse is kind of taking care of his side of the ledger in this case, and our comedy comes from the fact that we're sort of just ships passing the night, and he's trying to take care of certain things, and I'm trying to keep the country together, keep the administration going, and so there's a lot to explore, a lot of fun, but it's just an honor to have been in a cast with this many fantastically talented people.
It has such great representation, which is so needed now. So what does that mean to you?
I mean, to me, that's what Shondaland is. That's what the show is. It's not a struggle. I mean, that's the fun of making a great show, and it's an incredible cast, and the folks behind the scenes working the cast. Like everybody who came together who wanted to work on this really, I think, had an enormously good time, and that was really important to all of us. So it was great. It was a great experience.
I love that I am part of one half of maybe the first queer presidency on television. We have a gay president, a gay first gentleman. I'm queer, and the guy playing the president is queer. So in real life, we have that great representation. I just think that's so important for people at home to see that. There can be a Pete Buttigieg and a Chasten Buttigieg in the White House, and we were there representing. It's such a cool time for this to happen. I think people need to see that. Yeah.
It is really amazing. And I was talking to the president, earlier today, and he was just mentioning how it's such like a small part of the plot. Like it doesn't take away, and it just feels so normal. But also, how can it not steal the screen? Because it's amazing. So
I mean, it is a cool thing. It is a cool aspect of the piece that there is a gay presidency, and that everyone in the house is serving the president and his husband. But it is like such a natural thing. No one's like, let's talk about how these people are gay. You're just like, no, that's the setup of the show, and no one's questioning it. No one talks about it. So there's something so natural about it that this is a really important thing, because it doesn't always have to be a thing.
The representation, I just think it's important to say this, is not just what you see in front of the camera. It's behind the camera as well. I just like to say I've been in show business for 106 years. It feels like that a lot of times. But I've been a journeyman actor, worked on tons of productions, more than I can count or remember. And I've never seen a more organic representation of the way the world looks, both in front of the camera and behind the camera, in terms of diversity has become like, who knew, a weird word all of a sudden. But the fact of the matter is, like, the world turns out is diverse, and they have, with not accidentally and not with any ease. I think you have to be very deliberate to sort of make these choices, but they have made the world look on television and the world behind the making of television look like the world looks, and it is the most inspiring thing to be a part of.